Infiniti QX80. I'd like to set this vehicle up to tow. It has a tow hitch receiver down here, so to get to it I need to remove this tow hitch cover. Let me show you the process of removing it. The only thing you really need at this point is a flathead screwdriver or anything else that can remove a push clip. Get the light. Can you see that? Hopefully so. Push clip number one. Number two. All right, that's pretty much it. At this point, all the instructions that I've seen from Infiniti and Nissan say that you should be able to just pull at the bottom, pull it backwards, but be very careful. Let's give it a try. Okay. Doesn't seem like it wants to move yet. The reason is you've got fasteners here, here, and then you've got other 4 fasteners at the top. The ones on the top are not too secure, but the ones on the side are pretty strong. And if it's a cover that has not been removed that often, it might be pretty hard to do it, and you might end up damaging it. For me, when I kept doing it exactly as instructed, I ended up pulling it backwards this way, and I noticed that it seemed like it was going to split right there. And same thing on the other side, although not as dramatic, but again, it just did not look as healthy. So what I'm going to do is this. I already know what it is. I banged at it and I was able to remove it. But what I'm going to do, you've got these fasteners that go in, push type. So I'm going to go in and push them in from the outside. Push this one here, push the other one in from this side. So snake my hand underneath here. I've got quite a lot of excess. I'm going to go ahead and push it inwards, and there you go, out it goes. Do the same for the other side. It's going to be a little trickier because this is where you have the electrical connector, but it helps if you have an idea in case someone's made a video already, right? So it seems like that one is already out as well. So what I'm going to do at this point, come to the bottom, pull. That's it. And now you can pull it out exactly the way the manual says you should. So this is the part I was saying, be very careful. You might end up splitting it, but I was lucky that mine did not go all the way. If you end up damaging it, here is the part number right here, 85018 ILA0A. I think right now it might have gone to 0H at the end. And when you buy this from Infiniti, it comes unpainted, so you have to paint it. So maybe you'll be lucky and find one online, but I used to look at, I don't like this look. It's, you know, I mean, it works. You understand it's working, but I think I like it covered up whenever you're not working with it. And I used to look at vehicles like that and say, why are they driving around like that? But having been through this, I understand. Maybe they tried to remove it and it ripped. So anyway, come in, put your hitch in here. It does tell you need to look at the manual. I believe the towing capacity is 8,500, depending on what else you have loaded around. And then this has a 7-pin connector. If you're using something that needs for example, from U-Haul, some of the trailers use 4-pin connectors. Just go ahead and buy an adapter, 7 to 4-pin. I have a video on that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think my theory is that over time, the more you use your cover, it's going to become a little more loose so that you can actually just pull it out the way the manual thinks you should be able to. But yeah, this is it. A little different from the way the Armada is set up. But for the 2016 QX80. That's all it takes. To put it back on, do this. Doesn't really need much, and that's it. Go ahead, put the push the push clips at the bottom, and then you should be secure. Kind of worries me a little bit because push clips sometimes come loose, and if this thing is all loose and it can come off as easily as the manual says it should, like that, then you could lose it, which again is another reason not to judge people, right? So I don't expect to be doing another tour anytime soon, so I'm going to force this tab on the outside, force it towards the outside like that. Do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll come by and put the push clips. Installation is the reverse of removal. You know, right after saying that, I just realized that you should not make assumptions like that. So I'm going to show you the process of reinstalling push clips, right? So you want to depress this, pull it back out till the center section comes out this way, as far out as you can. Then go in there, look for the hole. I'm seeing with my hands here. Sometimes the legs break. It's got 4. This one has 3. One broke. So first, make sure this is pretty secure. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of effort to pull it back out. Okay, seems like that's flush. Then push this in. All right, good and tight. Do the same thing on the other one. Had 4 legs, only 3 are remaining, but it can still expand out, right? When you push in, the pedals, so to say, remain outwards, so that's good. Okay. There we go. So go ahead, do the same thing on the other side. I'm seeing with my hands here. Found the hole, push, and that's it. Good to go.